up the tempo. Shawty got no choice but to get low. Ain't the tallest, but I'm ballin' like I'm 6'4". Yeah, the life I live, I was meant for. It's simple, if we up the tempo. Shawty got no choice but to get low. Ain't the tallest, but I'm ballin' like I'm 6'4".
Old school, new school. You know what it is. You know who it is.
OG Lee in the house. Once again. Thank goodness.
Hey, thank goodness. Hey, it's Old School, New School. UNDE, OG Lee, best father-son podcast in America.
In the world.
In the whole world. Hey, and this right here is episode 45. You done fell off?
45.
Hmm.
Hey, you've been putting in some work today, man.
I've been putting in work. I just saw that, man. Yeah, it's all over me.
Yeah,
I'm
he was so
drywall.
Hey, he had to make it here, man. He just said, "Hey, I'm going from one job to the other."
Come on, I ain't impressing nobody, man.
Yo, but you got on that pink, man. What's going on?
I got on a little pink today. What would this be? Would you call this a fuchsia? What shade are we going for
That's
here?
not quite fuchsia. Fuchsia's more
A little salmon-esque.
There you go. I think that would be more salmon-esque.
But we rocking this pink. Excuse me, rocking this pink. It's Cancer Awareness Month. Cancer Awareness Month. The month of October.
Man,
giving a
so
shout
many
out to
people affected by the big C, man.
Lots and lots. Sometimes dealing with it silently and different things like that. But shouts out to everybody. People who lost to it. People battling through it.
Shout out to the pink.
Man, shout out to the pink. Absolutely, man. Mm-hmm. But in I guess in social news, sports topics, you know, it's the NBA season.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little under the weather myself, man.
Right now?
Yeah.
Since
a little sniffles here and there.
I
Just
thought
that kind of weathery, fluish type of symptoms.
I thought it was like a little stomach something going on. We don't want none of that.
That's stomach's working pretty good.
That's always good. But I was gonna say in sports news, just the NBA topic. Have you seen the that D Wade statue?
Wait, man. Before I get to D Wade, man, I want to know how you doing, man.
Oh, come
D
on.
Wade. I'm gonna talk about him in a minute.
Come on, it is that old school, new school.
What's going on with D Wade first before you talk about yourself, man? How you doing, man? Acknowledge,
mental health. Man, life is life.
We don't know no motherfucking D Wade. But go ahead, man. Yeah. So how you doing?
I said life is life, man.
Okay.
Throwing hooks, dodging them. Got hit by a couple of them. But the fight's not over, you know. And I don't plan on going down anytime soon.
You didn't win the battle, but the war's not over.
The war is far from over, man. But yeah, I say my mental health is, you know, like I always say, that morale is there. Life is definitely giving me some tests. I'm trying to come out, trying to make straight A's. I think I'm like a C+ right now. Shaking back, baby. Helping out with the cry towels right here too. Come on, man. Oh yeah, man. I gotta put some respect on the cry.
As you was saying that, you know, I didn't have my violin with me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like crying for you. Yeah. You want to be white, don't you?
Not even a little bit.
That's why you didn't clean your arm off, man. No, but yeah, I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, man. You know.
That's a lack of detail, lack of paying attention to detail there.
Well, man, look, what's more important, cleaning yourself off or coming to the shoot, man? All right,
you
I like that.
Hey,
that's showing how, you know, where your priorities are. I like that.
We authentic out here.
I like that, man. Let's toast on that, man. Toast on priorities. Yes. I think more people should be like you, having priorities in the world, man.
I'll take that, man. I don't know if more people should be like me, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, in that way,
that aspect, we'll take that. But man, with this stuff on my arm though, this is my first time personally kind of working with the what do they call that? Sealing spackle or
sealing texture.
Sealing texture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, be getting that little, you know, little snow look up there.
Yeah.
Giving a little spray. The spray I'm using right now is not ideal, but you know.
Yeah.
Trying to make
you
it
learning
work.
something, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Learning a skill, man.
Surely.
But I definitely have. How about yourself, man? The
Man,
mental health over there for OG
man.
Lee.
I'm doing wonderful. They didn't unveil my statue this week,
Red Kango.
but they're gonna be unveiling my statue soon. Mm-hmm. But piggybacking off of that, you was talking about your boy Dwayne Wade.
I wouldn't say my boy, but yeah, D Wade statue. What you?
Man, I didn't realize he won 3 championships there at Miami.
Him and LeBron went back to back, and then him and Shaq got one, right?
I don't know. I mean, I know he won some championships. I don't know if he won them with Wade, if he won them with Shaq. I don't know who he won them with.
I'm telling you, two back to back with Bron and got one with Shaq.
So the ones with LeBron were before Shaq?
What that sound like, bro?
I don't know. You said he won 2 with LeBron and 1 with Shaq.
Yeah, I think LeBron was like 2011-ish or something like that. No, that was the Mavericks year. But maybe a year before that, 2010.
So he won it with LeBron before Shaq?
I believe so.
Okay. I mean, I don't keep up with it that much. But nonetheless, he won 3 of them.
Yeah, I was just thinking of Shaq.
And he's won enough to where they would honor him with a statue.
Yeah.
That means that we don't plan on winning too many more like that, you know.
I don't know.
Hell of a player,
that Miami culture is interesting out there. But what you think about it? Did you see what it looked like?
Yeah.
You might pull up a picture of that just right, but check what you thinking about it?
It just really started making me think about statues of other people. Mm-hmm. You know, how close to the likeness of the person they were. You know? I might look at a few just to see. Because I imagine...
Oh, yeah, we was talking shit about the AI statue.
I think that, you know, when you start a statue like that you probably would like, you know how you use like a mask or something like that, get the likeness of the person, and then you use something real close to it. With the technology that they got today, to me, you don't have to be that far off. Man. I know I ain't never made no statue, but I've seen people make other sculpture type things.
I wonder what picture they used. You know what I mean? Like
that wasn't one of his pictures. I don't know. That's what we should do is research who that was. Who did that?
Who did it? Who they did it of?
No, well, supposedly it's of Dwayne Wade.
I don't know.
But we need to find out who did that, man. Yeah. And check him, man, because that was one of those that it was like, well, I don't even have to really worry about features and all. You know, all black people look alike. They won't even notice. Everybody will think he looks like Dwayne Wade.
Mm,
you know what I'm saying?
That was trash.
It was that far off.
Even the facial expression. Yeah. Why did they choose that one?
But you know what? It's gonna be so much pressure. They're gonna want to change it. And the person who does the new one is gonna be under a lot of pressure, man.
I don't think that I don't think they're gonna change it.
I do, man. I think enough people have complained already to where they want to change it, and I think they're gonna change it. And they're gonna be like, no slight, you know, to the artist, but whoever that artist is, we need to look at him and see what he's been doing, what made them choose this person.
I just want to see the picture that they used, you know, to recreate that image.
They used that to me. They said it looks like Antoine Walker, but it don't even look like Antoine Walker to me.
Oh,
it looked more like Jimmy Walker.
I couldn't even say like who does it even look like.
Jimmy Walker.
Like it looked like one of those like throwback people like Homer or something.
Shout out Jimmy Walker.
You know, like a throwback like Greek philosopher or something. Like it looked like a white guy with like this kind of beard going on.
I don't. Does he even have a beard? I didn't.
Not like that. Yeah. It's kind of like a thick bushy.
I thought that was his younger picture. Did he have a beard?
A little something down here.
Oh, I didn't know if I didn't think the statue was showing. That's how far off it was, I guess, to people. But I didn't think it was showing a beard. But I didn't look at it that long. I just looked at it and said, "Wow, that's Dwayne Wade." But it just, you know. To me, it was one of those things where somebody said whoever was doing it. That's why I want to know now. Just said shit.
They won't. It'll pass.
Yeah, shit. They don't. Shit, that motherfucker looks like maybe like Stymie. You remember Stymie? From the Little Rascals. You probably don't know Stymie.
Come on, I know.
But anyway, man, it definitely does not look like no Dwayne Wade, man. But shout outs to Dwayne Wade, man, for them giving that man a statue, man. That's some big shit, man.
That's fire.
Even if you don't like it, man, that's a hell of an honor for somebody to do. They don't do that every day, man. So that's really, cementing your shit in stone. You know what I'm saying? What they really cared about you in the city. You know what I mean? He probably has a key to the city already.
Think so, Miami?
Huh?
Think he got the key to the city, Miami?
Yeah.
I think
Even though I don't technically know what that means when they say somebody's got a key to the city. I always thought it just meant, hey, whatever you want to do in the city, you good. Your money's no good here, blah, 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 that kind of stuff.
That's what I think. Like those people, they don't pay when they go places, I'm sure, right? Like,
Probably depends on the place. But, if it's like a low-level place where you can attract people to that, and then they start spending money in the place or whatever, they probably let them, you don't have to pay. But if it's like a high-level place where everybody come in, like you and spend money, yeah, you got to pay here.
And they tipping big boy bucks. A big old tip. Oh, I got kind of off of the, off topic, but a topic. Just a little curveball for you here.
Oh, my God. My God.
You might have been out the game for a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm. What game we talking about here?
We go on the old haircut game. But when you were in the game,
yeah, my head was like,
what were they were quick, or is there a decent, I guess I'm asking, a certain length of time like a haircut should take?
Depends on how you come in there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Not really. What do you mean?
If you come in there with dreads and you want a Caesar, then you can expect a lot more time to be spent on it than if it's like your weekly that you go in and get your hair cut.
Is that a different price, you think?
What, the dreads to the Caesar? Then of course.
What? How do they price that? Like, if I gotta cut extra hair, then the barber charges you more.
I think the barber just looks at you and he says, and we talking about going from dreads to low haircut or something like that.
Just a random.
Yeah,
situation.
he just looks at it and says, hey, I'll do that for $200.
200?
Yeah.
Dang.
But they have the different services, they throw in. First of all, when they going from the dreads, they gotta wash that shit. Even the cleanest person's dreads are all kind of nasty once you start cutting them down and get in the, the innards and shit.
That is true.
So they gotta do that, and just the haircut, and then they usually do the little facial shit, give them the steam towel and that kind of shit like that. But yeah, 150 to 200 easily, man. Easily, very easy.
For that whole cut down. Because I think you look up there, you see the haircut price. I didn't think they would switch it up just
well, they got that like a dread haircut.
No,
I know they don't, because see, it's different people gonna be different. Like if they come in and say, well, damn, his shit is real mad, and I'm gonna have to do blah blah blah. His gonna be more, than maybe sister girls and shit that's been keeping hers keeping hers up.
I feel like that might even be like a beauty shop. Like they might ask you to go get it washed first. Before you just pull
It
up for a
depends.
haircut.
It depends if your barber does that, and if somebody will pay that ticket, your barber, will do everything he can to accommodate them. So it's all about the money. Yeah.
It's all about the Benjamins,
but
baby.
yeah, man, when I go in there, I used to like to, the dude take a little bit of time. Don't just go bump, 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 bump. Even if it looked right after, but if you do it real quick, I'm like, man, I don't want that shit. You know what I'm saying? Make it seem like, you're doing something.
A little quick.
Yeah.
Quick. I'm all about a bada boom.
How much is a
bang.
haircut nowadays? Because as you said, my shit took a time out.
Yeah, I give like a $20. I think that's a cheap haircut though.
$20 for a haircut?
Yeah.
And that'll get you something cut off. That ain't just a shape up. Okay. $20. So that means the average person probably pays about $30.
Yeah, that's a low end haircut, I'd say. Does the job for me, no extra.
That would be considered a low end haircut nowadays, $30?
20 to 30, I would say. Because people get all kind of, black stuff, and they put the edge around and chalk lines sometimes.
Freeze. And then some of them, which you probably haven't seen them in your shop, get the wig. Where they do the whole glue thing and paste it down. I'm going to tell you the truth, man. I wouldn't do that, but
you would. I think.
The ones I've seen, they look real, but it's on camera. I don't know, but they look like they were real, and they really look good.
Say you did
just
get
like
one of
Steve
those.
Harvey. His shit was man. Steve Harvey fooled so many motherfuckers, man.
The fake hot top.
And I don't think he ever gave the name of the people who used to do him and shit, man. But Yeah, his shit was official, man. So it's a lot of guys out there that's doing that shit now.
If you came with a hair unit, what style are you going for?
I ain't doing no hair units, man.
Just say you did, bro. What you throwing on top of that bad boy?
If I do the hair unit, I
You
don't know.
gonna look a mohawk?
No, man, get the fuck out of here. I'm just doing something short, man. Doing something short. You know what I'm saying? Something
Little Caesar?
Little wave type situation with a fade type
You
shit.
gonna have a waves muffin. Okay, okay. That would be hilarious to see, truthfully. That would be hilarious to see.
They do them so tight, nobody would know.
They'd be like, oh no, he just grew that back.
If it involved dye or some shit like that, before you know it, they should be starting to run down your face.
That Beijing.
You're like, God damn. Giuliani on their ass.
Oh, that's a classic right there. What was he lying about again?
I don't know, man, but he was talking some shit during, I think, the Trump administration or something. But you know what, man? They're not carrying in the news now too much.
All right, free Pally?
Giuliani, man, they breaking the shit out of Giuliani, man.
In what regard?
He owed $175 million for I forget exactly what he said to those ladies, man, but it's on the record. But it was a defamation of character lawsuit that he lost for $175 million. They were showing on
They
TV.
go payment plans for stuff like that, or what you gotta do?
They take everything you got and look everywhere else, and they are collected on his ass aggressively. He had, being a New Yorker and being in them circles, he had 3 World Series rings from the New York Yankees.
Dang,
and they showed him he sold 2 of them, I think, and then there was a controversy because they were saying he gave one to his son. So they was trying to say, hey,
to cover the balance. Those 2 cover the balance.
No,
I'm about to say
$175 million. That's
damn.
saying that they got. That's how aggressively they're collecting.
You had to get rid of some memorabilia.
If they get down to your rings, that means they didn't gobbled up your bigger shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, $175 million, and they was talking about going. I forgot what other assets they said that he could possibly have, and they were thinking about going into them. So it was a thing of like, man, if he didn't hide none of his money up to now, boy, they going after Giuliani's ass, and he was so strong.
Yankees
during all of those Republican administrations, he was so strong, but they got his ass, man. They got fucking Giuliani, man, and that's the way you hurt anybody is by breaking them, man. Shit, you see what they trying to do to Diddy? You know what I'm saying? So that's the way they getting to Giuliani, man.
You know what that did right there?
I don't know, man.
Just that quick. Talking about old Rudy Giuliani, we bring up your boy Diddy. It brought to me that good old word of the day.
Word of the day.
In the word of today.
Word of the day.
The word of the day.
Word of the day.
Is
ill.
Repressive.
Oh, repressive.
And repressive, they usually say, especially of a social or political system, simply means or defined as inhibiting or restraining the freedom of a person or a group of people.
Repressive government.
Mm-hmm.
Big Shirley, repressive girlfriend, sits on you Friday night so you won't go out.
Hey, can't go nowhere.
Big Shirley, she's repressive.
Oh,
yes,
the repressive. But yeah, thinking about that, man, making it hard out here. What did he do exactly to the ladies?
Who's that now?
Rudy Giuliani.
Defamation of character. He said they said something.
Some specifics.
Yeah. I think it might have even been during that whole January 6th thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Were they a part of it? They weren't actually a part of it?
He said they did something that they didn't do, obviously. And it defamed their character, made it difficult for them to get hired, had them having death threats against them and shit like that. So it's on the record. It was in today's news. But I was just tripping on the idea of them getting his money like that. I didn't realize he got a $175 million award against him.
In those, it's not like they want 10%. You know, like when you get arrested or something. You got to pay that entire
That's a
balance.
judgment that he's got to pay those ladies. Mm-hmm. The only ones that could relieve him of that would be them. You know, if they, maybe had a lump sum that they could give him, they might entertain that, but they may not. They say, hey, we want till you die. We even want your estate.
$87.50 a piece. They trying to get at my boy.
I don't know. It might even be 3 ladies, or it could be 4. I don't know how many. It's not a lot of them though, for them to get $175 million fucking judgment. And I thought Rudy had some juice, boy. He must have been in a real liberal jurisdiction. $175 million. He got his ass hemmed up like OJ.
It made me start sweating like him, man. That ain't even happening to me.
Yeah, anything he ever touches, if it's in his name, they gonna get it.
Ain't no profits for a good little bit, boy.
He ain't got no profits coming to him. He ain't doing shit now. He made all of his money as a political man. You know what I'm saying?
Senator? What was he exactly? Not a senator, but
he's a mayor of New York City, which is like always a high profile position. Mm-hmm. And then he got positions when all of these different, like he had a position in the Trump administration doing some shit,
Yeah. Finding his political way.
And that's where he showed his ass and where he started getting in trouble. But anywho, Trump left him, to where I don't think he's doing anything for him.
Left him out to dry. Rudy, boy, got in some.
That's the way it is. You see, that's the way it is. Just like they got his other guy. But anyway, man, what the hell else is going on? Anything good, man?
Anything good.
What we coming up on Halloween? Halloween's next week.
Halloween.
Yeah, we have these little kids going trick or treat. Yeah.
I got a Wario outfit I'm gonna be popping out with. My
warrior, did you say?
Wario, Mario and Luigi's brother.
Oh, I don't know about that shit, man.
Well, there you go. I'm putting you on.
So if you come to my door with that shit, I'm gonna be like, get away.
I'm Wario, my youngest daughter, Princess Peach.
So where does that come from?
I got Moana.
A warrior, and his name is Mario or something like that? Wario?
That's just his name. There's Wario, Waluigi, Luigi, Mario, Princess Peach.
Luigi's
Princess
Italian?
Daisy. They're all Italian. Kind of Italian based. Mario.
Okay.
Mario.
They always walking around, running around doing shit, eating pizzas and shit?
No, they actually sometimes eat trippy mushrooms that make them grow big, and sometimes eat trippy mushrooms that make them fly. Sometimes trippy mushrooms that make them start running fast.
I've heard enough.
Just those little insights that you don't think about when you're a little kid. But Mario definitely would start tripping mushrooms and get different powers.
That's why I was saying in the last episode, keep your kids away from TV and all that crazy shit, man. That's why these kids are turning out.
Mario was tripping
balls. They're turning out crazy
every stage.
Of that shit that they're watching on TV, man.
Mm-hmm. Hey, give me one of these right here, man. Cause I need to fill mine up real quick.
Booyah.
It's old school, new school, man. Schoolie gang, if you cool with me, come school with me. Like, comment, subscribe, man. We're going to get a little refill out the well.
Share.
And we going to be right back. Yeah. We are
back up on the scene.
Now, you hit me with one of those old... I'll hit you on the mic. You hit me with one of those old schools, man.
What's that, man?
You told me. Hit me with a... You said you get what you plan for. You just sent me that, little cryptic text in the middle of the day. It hit me a little bit, but give me a little breakdown. What you mean by that exactly? For them schoolies out there still listening.
Listen. Most of the time, when something happens, it's generally our fault. Of course, we don't want to admit to it.
Right.
We find all kinds of scapegoats. But the bottom line is, it's usually our fault. And if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Right? And that's what most people do. They don't plan.
What is it? The proper preparation brings.
You talk about you could talk about the 5 P's if you want. You talk about prior planning prevents piss poor performance. I guess that was 6. That was the military one. I think they got it. They say it a little bit different in civilian life. But anyway,
I like proper preparation.
Prior planning prevents piss poor performance. however you use the semantics of it, the bottom line is you gotta plan what it is you want to do.
Tomorrow's gonna come whether you're prepared or not.
Amen. And the more organized you are around your plan, the more successful you tend to be. Now, some people like to do things willy-nilly on a dime, kind of just wing it. And sometimes it works. And a lot of people, you know, they do things. You know, they procrastinate, wait till the last minute, do shit. And sometimes it works for people. Some people are last minute like that and like to just kind of see what happens. So nice. You know, but it's best if you're gonna do something and do it right. It's best to kind of plan it out, map things out, and handle it, man, and move on to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about.
Which the next thing is?
Next thing is, hey, man, I'm telling you, nobody is paying attention to this pre-World War III thing, man.
Oh man, tap me back in because I've been watching
thing, man. We got Israel going back and forth with Iran, and of course Hamas is still in it. Hezbollah is still in it. You still got these Houthis in it.
Never stop.
And man, then you look over and you look at Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? And now this is a trip. This is really a trip. Last night they were saying that 3,000 North Korean troops were being sent or already were in Ukraine to help Russia fight the Ukrainians. Then this morning, they were saying it was 10,000. So I said, God damn, this is some sensational news. But anyway, 3,000 or 10,000 says that Russia needs a little help, even if they did it for well, I mean, everyone has intelligence. You know what I mean? Okay. Everyone has intelligence, so that's not a problem with seeing what's happening. Interesting. But yeah, so yeah, that's something that's a part of a buildup that a lot of people they talk about it in the news, but it goes over a lot of people's head. That kind of a buildup is something to really think about, you know, because again,
when was that? When was that news? You said yesterday?
Well, the 10,000 came today. Now tomorrow they got 20,000. You know what I'm saying?
50,000.
But it's something to think about, man, because we really do have a war that's building up around us, and before you know it, Americans are going to be thrown in it, sending troops left and right, all of these different places, and not really know the basis of what's even going on. But it's building up around us, man. It's building up. It's building up. Yeah, man. I don't know. I feel crazy about this, man, because this is the first time really that Israel, because Israel and Iran is Israel's biggest enemy. You know what I'm saying? But they have never really had a showdown. You know what I'm saying? It's always been like, what's happened in the past couple of weeks. Iran has never fired missiles at Israel. You know what I'm saying? So this thing is escalating, and Israel has never outright just committed genocide against the people like they doing around. I mean, literally, they were doing it slow. You know what I'm saying? Village by village or whatever, settlement by settlement. Now they're like, hey, we don't care. We just bombing, blowing people to smithereens and shit. So this is a different kind of situation, and I'm interested to see how it's going to end.
How could it end?
It could end with, when America gets into it with troops, that's when you know that it's really kind of gone too far. Right now, we've been helping the Ukrainians. We've been helping the Israelis, with bombardments, of course. But none of our troops really have been directly committed.
Once they get on the feet on soil?
Once we actually get committed in either chapter, that's when you're going to see, that's when we really got problems. That's when we got problems, man. But I thank goodness that even though I'm 21, hey, I don't have to go to war no more, man.
Man, they're not calling you no more for
I went when I was 18. I got out 2 years ago. Boom.
Now you're 34 years old.
I don't have to mess with that. I don't have to mess. I'm 21, man.
Hey, it's that election time out here,
Oh, my goodness. Vote for Trump.
Harris.
Hey, and then go to another polling place and vote for Kamala Harris.
You go Trump. It's Harris.
Mix these motherfuckers up.
when you don't know.
And then do a mail-in ballot.
So whoever is going on, Trump, Harris, what president do we have coming up? What number president is that going to be? A little schooly, a little inquisitive.
47.
47.
47.
Slightly educational.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, it's Presidente 47.
47.
Yes.
This is episode
47.
45. And we're gonna
45.
be on
Yeah, man, but 47 president, 47th president. Yeah.
47. So Biden's 46, eh?
I don't know if we should count Biden. Because,
a blip.
when you look, it kind of like a blip. It's like you don't really realize what except the fact that last debate that he had, that did him in, man. And I was looking at some video I did, man, that was like a year ago. And I predicted that. Because it was real easy to see, even a year ago.
Yeah.
And I literally said, man, when this guy gets into a live debate, and the people around him let him go and do it, man.
They were confident in him, man. They thought he had that in him.
No, man. Even if he would have did all right on the debates, they've been living with the dude and living around him to know that he didn't have his full faculties. It's not a big thing. Look, the guy's an aged guy, right? So it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But to let him do that now, that's on his record, and he goes out like that. That's the thing. That's the part of his legacy.
Joe, you're drooling.
That because this hasn't happened before, where you had to let somebody else take over because of your mental capacity. You know what I'm saying? And normally when that did happen, I mean, I don't know when that has ever happened in our history. So this was a historical event. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the people around him could have avoided that and just kind of backed him out and just let Kamala, do her thing. Kamala.
That's what they doing now.
We's free. We's free. Thank God Almighty. We's free.
We's free. Hey, that ring right there is the indication of a good old mind crusher.
Fundamentally incomprehensible.
Aye.
Man, that's some hell of a word
Took
for
the
your ass right
words
there.
right out of my mouth.
Fundamentally incomprehensible.
Fundamentally.
Say that shit 5 times.
Incomprehensible. Fundamentally incomprehensible. Fundamentally incomprehensible. Fundamentally incomprehensible. Fundamentally incomprehensible.
What?
Fundamentally
What?
incomprehensible.
Man, that's 4.
Fundamentally incomprehensible. Is there
Pretty good.
any set of metaphors that would allow us to intuitively understand the nature of the universe, or is the basic structure of reality incomprehensible to the human mind?
Man.
Mind Crusher tried to put your boots on today.
That's when you get a question like that, you go into your political mode. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you ask a politician, they give an answer that's like way to fucking left field.
Bring it back in. Let them land. Let them land.
Shit. But no, you lost me on like the 3rd or 4th word when you said metaphor. Because I don't know what that means, really, metaphor. I kind of heard it used, but that's not like a nigga word. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I haven't heard that enough to know what it means. Like if somebody said, give me the definition of metaphor. I have to go back to my Jim Carrey. He said metaphorically speaking, some kind of shit like that.
It's like
but I still don't know
a comparison, but you just don't use like or as.
See, he learned some shit from that private school he went to.
But for real,
I don't even. And see, when people give you an answer, you don't. If you don't know, you just agree with them. Oh, that sounds intelligent,
But yeah, that's the one.
But I don't know for sure. If I think about it, I would know what it means. But honestly, right off the cap, I don't know what metaphorically means. Metaphor means and shit.
Like.
And then I'll do like Biden. We saved Medicare. That's funny. I don't care if you're Republican or Democratic.
Oh man, no. Just work something out.
Oh man.
But hey, they just kind of saying, can life just be broken down into like a saying, or is it just, too much.
I
just
think
to
if it's
understand.
if you want to break it down, you could get
Life
like,
is your oyster type.
life is like a box of chocolates.
Now that's a simile.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Come on.
Hey,
That's
that's
it right
really
there.
it is.
It can get broke down like that.
That is, because there's been times, several times when I've had boxes of chocolate or had access to them,
Come on.
and
let
I
'em
go
land.
in and I would bite one. Oh man, that's good. Boy, that's good. That one had little nuts in it. Caramel. Boy, I love it. I go on, man. I get me another. Ooh, that one. Ooh, love it. Go on, get me another one.
Peanut butter.
Ugh. Damn.
It's the red shit.
That shit had some damn gooey type, yellow type shit. Oh. You never know what you're going to get. It looked good from the outside.
You don't
It
know,
looked just like the other ones. It was brown, nice caramel, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
But there were no nuts. There was no caramel. It was some nasty, gooey, man-made type of shit, that somebody would like. But I just wasn't feeling it, man. And so there's several in there like that, especially the bigger the selection. You know what I'm saying? The bigger the box. So, yeah, life is like a box of chocolates, man, because the same thing happens in life, man. And
You
remember
never
that,
know what
man.
you're going to get. You never know what you're going to get.
But one of the things you got to do is remember that no matter what, you always have to be able to deal with it. Huh?
You got to be able to deal with it.
All right, now.
Should you get a different box, or should you just expand the box you're working with?
Well, I don't know, man. I think that you should,
What's up?
when it comes to when you're looking at chocolates, one of the things is sometimes they'll have two of the same one in the box.
Can you give it a little retry?
So that is when you're learning, right? You're saying, oh,
You know
the
about
one
that.
that I didn't like looked like this. When I see another one that looks like this, I'm not going to try that one because I don't want that same experience. Huh? So it's kind of discriminating and prejudging.
Come
You know
on,
what I'm saying?
before you
The
get
little
into that box.
the little chocolates. You know what I'm saying? So you are prejudging and discriminating against the chocolates.
Hey.
But that's where it happens in life.
It
You
is
know what I'm saying?
old school. That was fundamentally incomprehensible right there, bro. It's old school, new school. You in the East. OG
Never
Lee.
hear anybody's got a phony
Old
laugh.
school
They
news.
always make it.
We